More than 1,700 entrepreneurs from across the continent applied to this year's Africa Digital Innovation Competition. The Voice of America partnered with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's U.S. Africa Business Center to collaborate on the 2022 competition for African startups. Africa 54 technology reporter Paul Ndiho joins us now to tell us more. Hello, Paul.
Thanks, Esther. The Voice of America Africa division produced video profiles of 10 finalists. Today, here on Africa 54, we will reveal the names of the 3 finalists. I'm joined by 2 distinguished guests, Scott Eisner, President of the U.S. Africa Business Center and Senior Vice President of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And also here today is Travis Adkins, President and CEO of the U.S. African Development Foundation. Gentlemen, a warm welcome to you both.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Well, let me start with you, Scott. The last time we talked, you talked about partnerships, engaging young people. Here we are today, we are talking about innovation in Africa. You're trying to bring these innovations to the forefront. Let's start there. Tell us a little bit about the competition.
Yeah, this is an ongoing program of work by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited this year to partner with the African Development Foundation under the leadership of Travis, who you hear from in a moment. It's really that we want to find impacts and we want to find solutions for the global stage. We know that a lot of opportunities exist on the continent, the size of the markets, the vastness, the oncoming of the AFCFTA, and bringing to the forefront great African minds in the innovation space, solving problems around Fintech, solving for opportunities in agriculture and health is really something that we think that Africa can deliver to the world and make it a prominent voice so that startups are existing equally. But we also know that this startup competition will help governments recognize the fact that they need to have transparent systems and policies to enable the growth.
Well, Travis, the last time I think I saw you, you're still at the U.S. Agency for International Development. I don't think I've seen you since then. My congratulations are in order.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here as a representative, of course, of the U.S. African Development Foundation and to sit with Scott Eisner, my partner, in this great effort. We're so happy to be doing this with the U.S. Africa Business Center. Of course, at the U.S. ADF, we believe, like my partner Scott does, that Africa is the continent of now and of the future. And a big part of what we want to do at U.S. ADF is to help to unlock and to unblock the genius of African people, not only for local solutions, which they need for themselves in their own villages, communities, and nations, but also, as Scott referred to, this notion of African solutions for global problems, including the genius and the vibrancy of African culture and ingenuity into the global stage to help support issues around climate change, issues around food security and food self-sufficiency, and also, of course, the just energy transition across the continent.
Both of you mentioned some very interesting points. There are analysts who say that the intellectual balance of power has been shifting in our favor. That's why you see these young Africans engaged in technology. They want to be part of the global village. And from what you've seen so far, how did this competition come about? What really inspired the Africa Chamber of Commerce to bring this to the forefront?
Well, in partnership with our American chambers spread across the continent and our great partners in the public and private sectors, we saw what Travis had said, this solution, African solutions for global opportunities. Really, it's not problems all the time, it's for the opportunities. And what we realize is that for far too long, African voices have been behind the scenes as part of the global landscape. You hear about Silicon Valley in California, but it's really Silicon Savannah in Kenya that's driving a lot of the innovation. And when you see things like M-Pesa grow and we're still in the States caught behind the technology burdens, that really Africa has been providing solutions for the world for a long time, and we need to make sure as business partners that we raise those voices of quality across the global stage. And so that's really been the motivator here, is we need to find these partnerships so that American businesses can see front and center the thought leadership that Africa is providing.
When the organization that you run, another U.S. agency, prides itself as trying to promote these innovative ideas from across the board in Africa. You've invested so much money in young entrepreneurs, small and medium enterprises on the continent. In this particular case, What is it that you're looking for in order to bring some of these ideas to the bigger marketplace?
Yeah, I think one of the things for us is this idea of unblocking and unlocking African talent and potential. For far too long, this has been a region of the world that has been having a focus of extraction from its people, from its resources, and so forth. And so now to be in a position where investment in African talent, investment in African opportunities, as Scott said, provides itself and makes itself really an attractive option. We're also really excited that this competition covers innovators from all 5 regions of the continent. At USADF, we do view the continent as a singular continent, as it views itself, as the African Union views it. And so we want to find and support talent from across that broad array.
What was the competition about?
Yeah, it was really finding solutions in areas of fintech, agriculture, digital solutions for next generation's problems. Coming out of, we'll be living with the pandemic for a while, but coming out of the heart of the pandemic, we realized the really amazing role that innovators across the continent played in real-time awareness for social means and social benefit, dealing with the pandemic, helping communities rise up beyond where they perhaps were during the pandemic's time. And we think this is the time and the inflection point that was the inspiration of making it what once was a singular country focus, to bring it to where Travis said, which is this is a continent, a vibrant continent on the heels of the AFCFTA being announced earlier this year, the African Continental Free Trade Area. The time is ripe to make sure that American companies see the partnership and the vibrancy of African markets holistically, but also recognizing that each market presents a unique opportunity.
There are a lot of people who say that Africa is the next frontier. The fact that the Silicon Valley companies are going to Africa investing, the two of you are investing heavily in Africa. What does that say about the future of Africa?
Yeah. Well, look, at USADF, we believe Africa is the continent not only of the future, but also of now. And the young people that we're investing in, all eyes turning towards the continent in terms of digital innovation, but also in terms of the creative industries and culture and the arts, right? There's this notion of show and business, right? And so the show is the part that the creative talent draws in attention, but there's huge, tremendous business opportunities there for foreign investors, also job creation for young people across the continent to develop skills in other areas, and really to support SMEs, which are the foundation of African economies and in fact global economies.
Well, I'm being told that we have a video of the 10 finalists, so let's watch.
My name is Emadago Ogenekewe William. I am 23 years old and I am from Jos, Nigeria. I am the CEO and co-founder of Valley B.
I'm Benjamin Baisisiedu. I'm 32 years old from Accra, Ghana. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TraderX Ghana Limited.
My name is David Jonjo. I'm 38 years old. I'm the COO and co-founder at Grow Agric, and I am a proud Kenyan.
My name is Raul Fosi. I'm 37 years old, and I'm the founder of a young startup company called Skyview Solutions, based in Douala in Cameroon.
My name is Karim Amir. I'm 29 years old. I'm co-founder and CTO of a startup called Visual NDI Solutions, or VASE as we call it.
My name is Imadre Abiora. I'm a medical doctor. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Health Botics Limited, the creators of Lendano. I'm 28 years old and I'm from Ogun State here in Nigeria.
My name is Ryan Katai. I'm aged 26. I'm from Zimbabwe and I'm the CEO and co-founder of FarmHut.
My name is Magnana Ade, 29 years of age. I'm currently one of the co-founders and CEO of Shopper, a B2B e-commerce business here in Africa.
My name is Udubunga Bubale. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Grandmaster. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Nigeria. Grandmaster is based in Ibadan, Nigeria.
I'm Felix Masharia, CEO and co-founder at Kotanipe. I'm 29 years old and I come from Kenya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been all waiting for. Scott or Travis, it's yours.
Thank you so much, Paul. we're very excited to announce the top 3 finalists for the competition this year. Their innovations are contributing across the continent in life-saving healthcare and medicines, support and low-cost investment to farmers, and then also support to local retailers, connecting them to suppliers. And the first of those is Healthbotics of Nigeria.
Excellent, thank you. And the second one is Grow Agric from Kenya.
And the third finalist, from Ghana, we have Shopa.
Well, a big congratulations to all the 3 finalists. It means they're moving on. Let's get some quick reaction from the 3 top finalists for this competition.
Such an amazing news. Very excited. Happy to hear it.
Yes. Okay, so joining us via Skype are 3 finalists, Imodeye Abiloye from Nigeria, Ore Olemedi from Kenya, and Frank Nana Ade from Ghana. Let's start with you from Nigeria. Your thoughts? You're muted, we can't hear you. Okay, it looks like we can't hear. Imode, can you hear us?
This is an amazing piece of news. I am so excited. It represents an entirely new dimension for what we do at Healthbotics, and I'm so grateful. Healthbotics has come a really long way since our pilot, and we've been supported all through it by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. So it's kind of poetic that they come in again at such an important inflection point in our journey to give us that extra help that we need. Thank you so much.
Very good. Congratulations. Let's go to Ghana.
Wow. Wow, I can't even hide my excitement. I'm really excited about this. And I want to thank the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce African Business Unit, and also U.S. African Development Foundation for this opportunity. At Shopper, we believe that the informal retailers are the backbone of the African continent, driving the African's economy. And we're actually happy helping these retailers by connecting them to manufacturers of fast-moving consumer goods. And we are really, really excited about this opportunity. And I want to thank the organizers and everyone and my team as well. I'm really, really excited.
Last but not least, let's go to the honorary lady on the panel.
I'm glad to be representing the ladies. This is very amazing. This is great news. For us to be recognized as an ag tech that is looking to build a farmer-first organization, it's such great news for us. And we strongly believe that with the partnership and with this award, we would be able to even impact more farmers. We're very passionate about the SDG goals, increasing farmers' revenue, helping them farm better and better, and the opportunity to be able to even do that much more just makes us really excited. And I just want to say big well done to my entire team as well, because without them, we would not be here today.
Well, let's turn it over back to the studio. What does this mean for these 3 finalists?
Well, this is amazing. It's so heartwarming for the team, Gavera Yao at the Chamber and everyone else to see these bright faces come on screen and the partnerships that they're going to drive and really change and transform the world as well as their countries. It's been a great partnership, as I mentioned, with VOA, Prosper Africa, Sebastian, Microsoft, AWS, Trimble, ATC, Standard Bank, and Cosmos Innovation Center in Ghana. They've all been amazing partners in helping make sure that these young companies grow old with us. And so it's been really exciting. But the most exciting part is what Travis has to tell you all as you get towards the finalist phase.
Travis, you are the money guy. You are the person with deep pockets here. What should we expect?
Well, first, let me just say that we absolutely share in the joy of the winners or the top 3 finalists from today. It's wonderful to see. In terms of the monetary front, at USADF, we don't want to leave anybody behind. And so the first thing I'm honored to share is that through our grant mechanism, actually the top 10 finalists will all receive $10,000 each for their businesses and their endeavors. The 5 regional champions would receive an additional $5,000 on top of that $10,000. The third place winner, one of whom would be on screen with us today, would receive an additional $15,000. The second place winner would receive an additional $20,000. And the first place winner, in addition to all that other money, would receive an additional $25,000.
Wow, interesting. Let me go back to the Skype guests. How do you feel about that announcement? You are going to make some, some good money. Any quick reactions from you guys?
Very glad to hear that. Very happy, definitely to hear that. I think it's safe to say on behalf of all of us that we could do so much good and have so much impact with that money. And the good thing about grants like this is it tends to go have an impact as we go down the line. So this grant doesn't just affect for us, the first farmers we work with, it affects the families of the farmers. So we look at the impact in terms of how far we can go with even much wider people in the community. So very excited to hear that.
How about you? Do you want to weigh in as well? In 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's really incredible what this kind of grant does to companies like ours. We help hospitals in rural Nigeria see an average of 1,500,000 patients every year. And some of these patients, if these hospitals were shut down, would have to go 3-4 kilometers before they could get health care. The only reason why they have healthcare in their neighborhood, in their villages, is because we exist. And so these kind of grants basically open up access to healthcare to people who otherwise will be shut off from it. And so we're so grateful and thankful for this opportunity.
Finally.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. I mean, for us, it means a lot to us because, like I said earlier, we're actually digitizing the informal retail space here in Africa, since they are more like the backbone of the African economy. And for us, winning this grant would actually help us to make the impact that we want to make in the lives of these informal retailers. Most of them struggle to be able to have inventory and also unable to access credit facilities and stuff like that. So it's really an exciting news for us and an exciting moment for us to be able to impact more lives in the life of these informal retailers. It's really a great opportunity. Thank you once again to everyone.
Well, thank you so much to you all. Thanks to Scott Eisner, President of the U.S. Africa Business Center and Senior Vice President of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and Travis Adkins, President and CEO of the African Development Foundation. Also, thanks to our 3 finalists, Imode Abelo, Kenya Ore Olemede, and Ghana's Frank Nana Ade. That's our special report. Back to you, Esther.